Okay, this is an announcement. There are now 2 imposter channels up about me. When the sex workers did the Making Sex Sell video with Oh My God, It's Chris, Fistful of Dicks uploaded his first videos to his channel. And what he did was go to this porn site called Ghetto Confessions that claims to be a fetish site. And what they do is they find severely drug addicted street level prostitutes. And they ask them in very disrespectful, very explicit ways, tell me how your daddy molested you when you were a little girl. Did you like it? How many times a month do you get raped? Do you even feel it anymore? Things of this nature. And then at some point in the interview, the same guy every time with each of these sex workers has sex with these girls without protection. So Fistful of Dicks got these clips, edited out the sex parts, uploaded them onto his channel, and posted them as video responses to each one of the sex workers that participated in the video. So fast forward months later, I open my Feminist Obsession 1 channel, and I upload a video called In the Beginning, where I tell how this business between me and Diana started. And Fistful of Dicks comes in that comment section, injecting a bunch of drama that has nothing to do with the subject of the video. So I blocked him. Within a matter of hours, there was an imposter channel opened up that says this is Divinity's channel for the purpose of documenting Fistful of Dicks abuse, yada yada yada. Okay. And he re-uploaded all of those clips. Then he posted them as video responses to us, even to some other people. I think Bob Chaos 23 got one. More people got one at that time. And I reported the imposter channel. Now, they still haven't taken it down. This was like maybe a week or two ago. I don't know. They still haven't taken it down. And I didn't think much of it because it's just Fisty being Fisty. We know he's a troll. But now there's another imposter channel called Divinity33372. And it's going around leaving comments to lots of people. And I don't know who that person is. I have my ideas, but I'm just going to leave it where it is. But this is what, for anyone who people don't often know the kind of shit that I put up with. From the antis, from their tactics. This is the shit that I go through, okay? Not only from trolls, but from the antis. Now, it is what it is. You take it for what it's worth. I'll put the relevant links in the low bar. If you've gotten a comment from the Divinity33372 channel, just know that it's not me, and whatever. Good night. There's one last thing I wanted to say about this, and that is that, these people, they don't just troll me. They troll my friends. They troll people that are close to me. Back when we did the Making Sex Sell video, it was just the sex workers, and now people like Bob Chaos, someone who isn't hurtful at all, someone who, he's a friend, but he's not a sex worker. He's a friend, and they troll him too, and they try to inject me into this drama between Emendum and Broken Mech, you know, to bring some of the heat from it my way. They've also, you know, I made friends with the Wiccan Raven, and the next thing you know, Diana is making vile comments about the Wiccan Raven's child, and then the next thing you know after that, there's a very disgusting um, there's something very disgusting that follows after that involving her child, you know, being trolled in some way. And you know, all of these tactics, for as abusive as they try and tell everyone that I am, I would never resort to saying something about somebody's child. I would never resort to making imposter channels of people, you know, and this sends a very clear message in my mind. It sends a message that we don't like the way Divinity challenges the femosogynists and their feminazi bullshit. So we are not going to just troll her. We are going to troll anyone or harass anyone who is friends with her and aligns himself with her in any way. And this reminds me of that classic, you know, one of the first things that a classic abuser does is try and separate their target from their support system. So this all sends a message. If you're friends with Divinity, we're going to make things difficult for you. We're going to make comments about your child. We are going to troll you using your child as a weapon against you. We are going to harass you. We are going to try and embarrass you. And this seems to be, to me, what this is about. They're trying to make it hard to be my friend. They're trying to separate me from my support system like a classic abuser to make me more vulnerable to them. And I have sat back and said nothing about this because I know it's it's crap. It's a bunch of stuff a lot of people don't want to hear about. It's bullshit, you know. But it makes me feel bad for my friends. You know, my friends who have gotten comments from this troll channel. My friends like the Wiccan Raven and her husband and their child. My friends like Broken Mech, who spoke out against the bullshit that Seo Polani was going around saying and all the vile comments. Vile comments like I would never leave to anyone. Most of us who are decent people would never leave these comments to anyone. So the message is clear. And I think now that enough people have been genuinely hurt by this. You know, there are things going on that I can't even go into detail about. I think it is important for everyone to know that as much as I enjoy everyone's support, as much as I enjoy making friends here on YouTube, it is not an easy thing to be a friend of mine here. And before anyone chooses to do that, you need to know this. I would be irresponsible if I did not let you know this about me. And right now I want to say, and I don't think I've ever publicly said this, I want to say that if being associated with me has brought anyone any grief, any abuse, any trolling, any horrible things, especially to the Wiccan Raven to her husband and to their child. I'm sorry. It's not fair and it's not right. And I know it's not my fault that people say and do these things. But this is the reality. Anyone who becomes strong friends of mine, anyone who speaks out against any abuse they might see that I take, this is what you're in for. And before anyone chooses to speak out against that, now as I'm trying to be a responsible person here, and I am urging you to think twice before you do that. So, good night.